when it comes to the left, I really have to wonder if they want white people to go and be racist. And I don't mean for the reason you're thinking. I don't mean so they can go and point at Whitey and say, oh, look, you see, we were right all along. White people are racist just like we've been saying they were. No, I'm not talking about that. The kind of racism I'm talking about is less asking someone where they're from and more of the Third Reich. What I mean is, it's like this here. If you just go and keep telling someone you're terrible, horrible people, everything you do is offensive, everything you do is wrong, everything you do is a problem because you're white. And then when we see other people act in a way that's even worse, I mean, it's like, oh, so the problem isn't so much being racist, it's being white. I'm starting to wonder what's going to end up happening when white people finally just snap. When just one day they go, okay, fine, we're all racist. We accept it. In fact, not only are we going to be racist, we're actually going to create a white ethno-state while we're at it. And if you got a problem with that, well, okay, then you go back from whatever country you're from. Yeah, we know you were born in America, but guess what? If you're Mexican, go back to Mexico. If you're Chinese, go back to China. Hey, you go back to the country you're from, we'll go and stay right here. And for those of you who are actually about to go and make the snide remark that people from the U.S. aren't originally from the U.S., well, okay, smartass, but what if they're from the U.K.? Or if they're Scottish, or Irish, or Italian, or whatever? I mean, people are going to get tired of playing nice. You go and keep kicking them when they're down, and eventually, I can just see people starting to snap. I can seriously see them just being like, no, we're not racist, we're not terrible people, in fact, we're the greatest people there ever was. I mean, we're the only ones who actually thought to get rid of slavery instead of keeping it around for the next couple hundred years. I mean, you want to talk about slavery, go and talk to someone who is a Muslim. Go and talk to them. I mean, they've been practicing slavery for close to 1,000 years. I'm serious. It's going to go and get really bad. When white people have had enough, I don't see it going too well in everyone's favor. I don't see it going as great for minorities. And the thing of it is, you might say, well, white people make up only 10% of the world's population. They are the minority. Well, okay then, if we're the minority, then why the hell are you treating us so bad? And second, if you're going to go and sit and say, oh, well, this 10% is all that's wrong with the world's population, well, okay, if everyone wants us dead so damn bad, then why in the hell would we not go and defend ourselves? Instead of playing nice, why don't we just go and say, fuck it. You want to see racist? We'll show you racist. We'll gladly make World War II look like some kind of sissy slap fight. And yes, normally I wouldn't say this, but if you think that white countries are so damn bad, then what are you doing in them? I mean, if I was born in China and I thought the Chinese were out to get me, I'd be told to get the fuck out of China. I'd be told that I have no business being there. Go and pack up and move somewhere else. Go to whatever white country you're from, you white devil. Well, okay, if that's going to be the response I'm going to get as a white person, what the hell should I be telling every other minority there is who has a problem with whitey? You don't like our country, get out. If you don't like being here, leave. This is not me being racist. This is me telling you exactly the same thing you're going to tell me. And yes, think about it. It's Mexico for the Mexicans and it's Asians for the Asians, but white countries are for everyone. So if I want to have a country of my own, I'm a white supremacist. But it's okay as long as you're not white. Again, as long as you're not white, it's okay. It's kind of like the old saying, if it's white, it's alright, but if it's black, you gotta send it back. Well, in terms of racism, that's what it is. It's okay to go and be as racist as you'd like, as long as the person's white. And I'm like, okay, I'm not normally a racist person, but that's kind of the problem here. I'm not normally racist, and yet I'm being pushed into being racist simply because if I don't, I'm just going to end up getting screwed over. I mean, seriously, go and name me one country that's willing to bend over backwards and take it up the ass for another group of people. Just name me one country that's non-white. Tell me, what kind of country do you know of that can go and come into their country, go and rape everyone, go and kill people, go and create no-go zones, and then that country will actually defend these people and arrest people who go and complain about it? One 80-year-old woman was arrested for saying on Facebook that people are actually out looting and defecating in the streets. She was arrested for hate speech because that wasn't something positive about Muslims. And yet it was true. And again, in Canada, go and tell the truth and you're going to get arrested because it don't matter if it's true, it matters that someone was offended. Again, we got all these people who want to go and play nice and all, but I'm starting to go and sit here like you're creating the biggest racist there ever was. And it's not going to be out of superiority. It's going to be out of survival, out of realizing, hey, we're not all brothers in arms. Other people are not going to be your fellow man. I wish it were otherwise, but I don't see it being any other way. I don't see how you can go and expect Whitey to go and want to go and basically off himself just so other people can take advantage of them. Like I said, you think Hitler was bad, you're going to wish you got Hitler. You're going to be, all these people you're calling a Nazi, they're probably going to be wearing it as a badge of honor before long. Because they're like, yeah, maybe he was on something here. All these people, look at them, look how they're treating us. Hating us, acting like we're subhuman people. Maybe we are better than them and all. Maybe, just maybe, we should go and be proud of ourselves and do everything we can to go put ourselves at the forefront because look at how barbaric everyone else is acting.